Sheffield Wednesday.
Celtic was a business. As soon as somebody came in with a reasonable offer, they moved you on, because there were many other Paddy O'Connells in and around the city in Ireland who were ready to step into his boots when he was transferred to Sheffield Wednesday.
It was still a time when football as a profession was in its infancy. It hadn't been that long that players were able to earn enough money to keep body and soul together in those days. So it was particularly unusual, I think, for somebody like Paddy O'Connell to become one of the early footballing mercenaries to come over from Ireland to play. The majority of players, even at the top level in those days, came from the community that they played for and were part of it. And to be honest with you, to have the sort of character to leave your country and come and play football abroad, you have to be driven by something, and it's usually money.
Ach ní ahi sé chomai do an sin, agus bhí sé ag súil leis. Ar feadh trí cheisir le Sheffield, bhí sé Jackar ige ait rialta a ail ar an uran. Ní bhuair sé ach íon chlí agus fí, idir chomórtais na sreithe agus an corn. An Jackreacht a bhí ige ait a bhaint amach ar an uran. Seans go raibh tionachar ige sin ar a híal cluinne. An rud a bansa leis a bheith an mhaí ar an farc.
Paddy!
What? Ach ag an am Ciarna. Bhí sé ag stracailt mar athair agus mar air chéile. Bhí a bhain Ellen na géirí tuirseach. Ag tuairt éire de chláán óg agus í a bhád ó na teaghlach héan a maiile a clia. Mar nach raibh sé sásta leis an bhéid clíthe a bhí sé ag ail le Sheffield, bóg Paddy agus líon an tí go Hull City. Ait a mé ó sé ag gimmert sa dar a rinn. Fur Paddy a bhád níos mó clíthe le na chlub nua. Ach, níos táhachtaí na sin, Jerry go maiile leis ar Éireann Idirnáisiúnta na hÉireann. Bhí tréimh sé imirthe ar an Éireann Idirnáisiúnta ag Paddy O'Connell a bhí maith go leor, a chanig sé chun Jerry leis an ciad cogadónda. Iníide cairde ag imriú den ciad ar críomh bhaile na Bretagne, agus bhuaigh forann na hÉireann cluichí omraiteacha iad an Sasanna agus na Bretagne bige. Is iad na Halaban a bhí Éireann na Maire na Folla agus Paddy na Chaftín, agus Jimmer sé cé go raibh a lámh breiste. Níd an chéadúir dheirigh sé cé go crua agus a bhí sé, agus chróirí sé iad nar a chrígní an cluiche ar chóscóir a héan, agus chun an chomórtas a bhuachan. Is iad na taiispantais sin ar an Éireann Idirnáisiúnta a bheall ard forann a bhí sa céadrann, Manchester United. Faoin am seo bhí trúr paiste óg ag Paddy agus Ellen. Iad lig faoi sé bliana dis. Ach, bhí Paddy agus a teaghlach ag bóga a rist. Anis, seans mai go raibh a fá a bhád níos fearr sa chéadrinn, agus a chaidjin marach daile a réir. Ach, ba cosal nach raibh rudí chomh mai sin sa bhaile.
What happened was that he moved, the family moved. When it suited him, it must have been quite disruptive certainly for his wife, and also for the children as well. But he needed to play there, so he went, and the family followed.
Mommy, look what I found. Aren't they just lovely?
Shh!
For God's sake, Paddy.
What?
They're only children. We're only playing.
I'm busy.
You're always busy. If your head's not stuck in that paper, you're out playing football.
That's my livelihood. That's what I do.
Some life.
One of the stories which was never talked about was the story of the hairpin in the bed. One day she came home from Dublin and went to the bedroom and she found a hairpin in the bed and it wasn't hers. And I think, well, I like to think, or I imagine, that was the beginning of her knowing things were going wrong.
So she had her doubts about him even then, what he'd been up to while she was away. I think she'd been over in Dublin having another baby, which is pretty horrible of him, actually, to be off with another woman while she was having a baby. I think he'd liked the ladies. He'd always liked the ladies.
Acker fort na himmerha, Gary Paddy and Cush, Grom winning nig mankin into as. Gane ach she V lesson club, Cappy mar Hafchin, Erin Head Orane. August Yanti Kershi sers na papper, and tenacious, dogged style of Ioige. Always giving his best, a screw shit.
Well, he was quite a notable signing for Manchester United. They were looking for a new centre-half. They'd sold Charlie Roberts, who was one of the greatest centre-halves in the club's history, and they spent quite a substantial sum of in the order of about £1,000, which doesn't seem much now, but
for the time,
at the time that was a pretty substantial sum on Paddy O'Connell. He made an instant impression. He scored in one of his earliest games, and he became known as a very good centre-half for the club. From there, he went on to become the club captain, and really, if it wasn't for the outbreak of war, he would probably have been at United for a substantial number of years.
Nearly doubt fui, Garoshe me Frokerach, Mar Emroer and Fark, Ach ni Roshe Awad, Gurley Triblage all war air. Ig Jerry and Kiad Cheshire Umlin Igalition Club. Fi she lucha scannel a win la Gialta a courier Clehi. August and Fisserchain more Puebli ag an AFA mar Yaller and Scannel. Scannel a win Getch as locked soccer Hassana. Chiapu ag an am nach fada awaru an Head Cogadonda. August Hocker in a Huderish Pella Assassina. And common agus an treich lanowinch da ve gimmert sa chomorti schreihe. Mar nach ro conscrew curha vine financian. Dan galore emrori sa walya, lena globina hien en eich gulls and aram. Idro Jerry and Cheshire nijeg kerajeg nijeg kuigjeg. Vi mankin enti ha 3 eicho ekter an tabla. Agus G chayu ag baggage gomororhu. Inian Kesta and Darna lad the Ibring DJ Kuigjeg. Fi shid la aya horcher leerful. Agus fi na punchy ag tastal o mankin intiha. On fannacht sa kiad rin. La na himmerha. Ba a Paddy and Lach Hooley lair agus kafjin wankin intiha. Darby Aichul. Shan Healy Korak agus Kinche. Kliha. Aro Chanas agus Nyard Dramiak de Punchlish. Marial an veja hitja maxa chlihishin. Tashe hyunda na chlihi as conspigi riu as star and tucker. August vi Paddy O'Connell is still our byra on.
Tá anar agon father and Good Friday Agreement is asna Dave starry soccer no sport tá an Good Friday controversy an Cléisio. Be two sec shock there and Kate could go down the August Neawan Grev man can ain't the borha fui imac go shra hella ach vina imrory x mean if not make shra bit on Honig Neamory your father on daughter in the Kayla a pub August we should go August they glared we got crowd August 30 them Dainig meet on Cléisio Hookru. The game was flagged up as having something about it almost before it was played. There were rumours doing the rounds of the local bookmakers and punters for sure because before the game started the price that you could get for the ultimate scoreline of 2-0 had dropped from 8-1 to 4-1. Some bookmakers were even refusing to accept bets.
Betting in those days was completely different to nowadays. It's quite common now to bet on a scoreline or things like that, events that happen during a match, but in those days you lose betting on a win, lose or draw, not on a specific scoreline. So that aroused a fair amount of suspicion.
Wui mankin inti hen Cléisio da naich. Toru a chodju law and G chayu a hyakaj. Kyundin a ruddy as mo a haring arj na and kick Erica a hob Paddy a hien. Marni fui a veg shake a hundul I the hogai.
Not a lot happened in the game until about the 40th minute when United took the lead and went 1 goal up going into half-time. Early in the second half, a penalty was awarded against Liverpool. And at that point, Patricio O'Connell, the United skipper, picked the ball up quite clearly, determined to take the penalty, regardless of the fact that during the course of his career he'd been quite well noted for missing penalties.
Haring and Slua and Nanai. Agus chur Paddy an Ireacht ar furry.
It was so wide, it was just too blatant almost. That didn't go down well with the crowd. It didn't go down well with the referee and the linesman, who actually stood and chatted for a while. Nobody knows obviously what they were talking about, and it's difficult to see how you could have disallowed a penalty because it had been taken so badly that it ought to be taken again. In the end, I think they gave up the ghost and said, right, well, we better go on with it. O'Connell had a big grin on his face by some accounts, and that's one of the mysteries of the game. Had he been involved wanting the game to end up in a 2-0 scoreline, would he have forfeited the chance of making it 2-0 from a penalty? Well, there was still quite a long time to go, so quite possibly he was doing it as a bit of fun. He knew that the game was going to end up 2-0 one way or the other, so why not give everybody something to talk about, something to laugh at by missing the penalty deliberately. Once they kicked off again, it wasn't long until United did make it 2-0, and oddly enough, in a way, if you believe that O'Connell didn't want the game to end that way, he started the move which resulted in United's second goal to make it 2-0.
This is the actual match day programme from April 2nd, 1915.
Isn't that incredible?
Manchester United against Liverpool. When you actually look inside it, on the centre pages, there is
centre half, number 5.
Yeah, well, there is some debate now about whether he was involved. It'd be unfair for me to make a guess, but if you would like me to make a guess, I would say that he's the person you'd need to get the rest of the team to agree with it. You get the captain, you generally get the team.
Nero Ian stop leis na Raffley, gur socrí ó Tóru an Clíthe Rivre, agus buniú commission on the Raffley sinna Isru. Tugu imróí isteach da hív le féine a hort. Agus mar gurabé Paddy a bhí na chaftín agus ina cheanara ar an uran, hí ról lárnach san Israch inige.
Mr. O'Connell, are you aware of any plan, discussions, agreement between Liverpool and Manchester United players to reach a final scoreline of 2-0? A scoreline we believe that many players bet on.
No, I'm not.
Did you bet on the match result?
No.
Did you benefit financially from the match result?
Sorry?